Hello everyone, my name is Jamin. Thanks so much for visiting my channel. In this video, I have a Lenovo IdeaPad Pro 5. This is going to be the 14-inch Gen 9 model. I'm going to show you how to get inside, access your storage and your memory. So first thing, power down your computer, make sure it's off and unplugged from your charger. We're then going to flip our computer over to access our bottom case screws. Now there are 6 screws in this bottom case. Once you remove those screws, you're going to take a small, flat pry tool. You're going to go inside the seam and gently pry up the bottom case from the rest of your computer. Now in this computer, I found it easier to start near the front 2 corners, work my way down the sides to the rear, but some of you may find it easier to start it in the back corners, do along the top edge here, and come down the sides. I found 2 different ones. So I don't know which one you'll have, but just be aware that both can be the case. After you remove your bottom case, this is what you see for the inside of your computer. Now, as a general computer repair side note, guys, whenever I'm working on a computer in my shop, it's sitting on an anti-static mat. Either that or an anti-static bracelet are great ideas to avoid damaging anything in your computer when you're working on it. If you would like any help with tools or supplies for your project, as well as any of the replacement and upgrade parts for this specific model computer, I will have a link above, also below in the description, and it will be a list of all those tools and supplies and replacement parts for this computer. Now, before I touch anything in a computer, it's always wise to unplug your battery first. Computers are safest to work on when as little power as possible is running through them. Your battery is right down here along the bottom of my screen. It's held in by 3 screws near the red arrow, and it plugs into the motherboard near the blue arrow. Now be very careful when pulling on wires or cables in a computer. You can damage them. Sometimes if you pull too hard or incorrectly, you can pull them right out of their plug. So when you pull this out, be very careful. Try to grip it by the plug as much as possible. Wiggle it back and forth. Be very careful when unplugging that from the motherboard. As far as storage, this computer has a single M.2 NVMe port here. This takes 2242 sized Gen 4 solid-state drives. I will have all that information below in the description for your reference, but I will also include several replacement and upgrade options below in that link I told you about with all of the tools, supplies, and parts for this computer. I will try to have a 512 gigabyte drive if you're just looking to replace one that went bad but not spend more money than you have to. But for upgrades, I will have a 1 terabyte and a 2 terabyte drive that fit into that 242 size port. Unfortunately, there is no additional storage port for this computer. If you want any extra bulk storage, you would have to go with an external drive. I'll try to have a large external solid state drive and a large external hard drive there for you to choose from, depending on what it's for, if you want to pay extra for the speed or if a hard drive would do the job. The way you work this drive is fairly simple. You have a single screw right there that holds it down. Once you take out that screw, you can pull it out of this port right here. A side note to mention, if you are installing a new drive, you may need to install an operating system onto it afterwards. Below in the description, I will have a tutorial link showing you how to install Windows 11 onto a Lenovo computer. Also, if you are replacing this drive because it went bad, if there's data on it that you would like to keep in mind that it's usually possible to recover data on bad drives. I will have more information about that below in the description as well. As far as RAM, unfortunately, as you can see, there's no removable, replaceable, upgradable RAM in this computer. It's soldered to the motherboard. I will have the RAM information below. You're looking at a max of 32 gigabytes of 64 megahertz RAM. Again, I'll have that below in the description, but there's nothing really you can do with this motherboard as far as RAM upgrades. But that's it for this video. If you have any questions, check out the FAQs below in the description. It could help save time getting an answer. But if you do need to leave me a question or comment, please feel free. I do try to get to those a couple times a day at least. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I look forward to seeing you on my next video.